G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I am doing a review on the Weltool W4, otherwise known as Dragon in the Clouds. Let's check it out. Inside the box you'll have your user manual. It will be in many different languages. But basically the juicy area will be over here under features. So it just tells you what it's made from, what the reflective system is, the light source and the lumen output and the beam intensity. So the candela, distance and runtime. You will also get a spare O-ring and that will be for the tail cap there. And you will get a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. Now that cable won't go anywhere on the light, as you can see, but it will go in the 21700 5000 milliamp Weltool battery, 3.6 volts lithium ion. Now the threads on the W4 are very, very oiled, very nice to see. You can see here we have a spring at the bottom of the tail cap, and if you can see down there, we also have a spring down towards the head as well, which is nice to see. So the design and feel of the Weltool W4, well, typical Weltool as usual. It feels bulletproof, feels very, very strong. The pocket clip, my God. Oh, okay, this is what I mean about pocket clips, guys. When I am harsh on a pocket clip, it's because I am always comparing it to a Weltool pocket clip. I can't even pull that off. That's almost too sturdy and too rigid. But the thing is, when you do clip that onto your pants or belt or something like that, it's not going anywhere. So when I am, being harsh to other lights about saying, oh, it's a bit flimsy, it's a bit loose, it's because I'm comparing it to Weltool pocket clips, man. They are just so rigid and so firm that you just feel like once it's clipped on, it ain't going nowhere. So very, very impressive. Now, if we just start off at the head here, we've got a silver raised edge bezel, which kind of goes up and down all the way around. See there? Looking down there at the lens, holy moly, that's the shot. All that reflective and magnifying glass is responsible for that. Low, high. Low, high, just crazy bright. Now moving on to the head, it is obviously enormous and it feels very, very smooth. It does feel like it might be a bit slippery if it was wet, but that's okay because moving down to the body, actually we'll just go over the heat seekers there. We've got some heat seeking areas here. Don't know how well they would do, but they certainly look like they would do a fair bit. But now the body here, this is your non-slip, non-stick area. So that's how you hold the light, right there like that, fits beautifully in the hand. Thumb lands absolutely naturally on the clicky, rubber clicky, and off we go. Momentary or fully press. Very, very nice to see. And this here is just honestly, pour oil over that if you like, and you'll still be able to hold it very, very tight. It's just really nice grippy material, very well machined. By now, guys, you should all know I'm an extreme fan of Weltool, and this is no exception, this light. Moving on to the tail cap, it does kick out a little bit from the body, which I love, because again, that helps with a firm grip on the light. And the rubber clicky there, very, very responsive, but also easy to momentary. You certainly have to intentionally push it for constant on, which is nice because momentary is very important as well. Now, if we just go over the measurements of the W4 from head to tail, we've got 18.5 centimeters, and from head to tail clicky, we've got 19 centimeters. The width of the face is 6 centimeters exactly. The width of the body kicks right in at about 2.5 centimeters. And then the width of the tail cap kicks out again to about 3.1 centimeters. Now, the size of the rubber clicky, the width is 1.4 centimeters. Very, very nice rubber clicky. Now guys, these scales only go up to 300 grams, and I have a feeling that the Weltool W4 is going to be more than that. And I was right. I do apologize, guys. I should invest in some more scales that can go up to perhaps 500 grams, but this light weighs more than 300 grams, and that's why my scales didn't handle it. Weltool does say that this light without the battery is 332 grams. So what we'll do is we'll weigh the battery. So without the battery, this light is 332 grams, and the battery weighs 72.78 grams. So let's say 73. So that is about 406 grams with the battery, this light weighs. The UI of the W4 is very, very simple. So it will always turn on in high, and high is 560 lumens, and it is pushed out by 1,782,000 candela, and it will travel 2,670 meters or 2.6 kilometers, and that will run for an hour and 58 minutes. Now, low mode is 187 lumens. It is pushed out by 603,000 candela. It will reach 1,553 meters or 1.5 kilometers basically, and it will run for 4 hours and 32 minutes. Now, you can momentary to cycle through or constant on. There is no lockout mechanism, so to lock this light out, you do need to just give the tail cap a bit of a turn, and as soon as you screw it up, comes straight back on. Now, Weltool said this did pass the 1 meter drop test, which is nice to hear because it is a heavy light, so dropping it from a meter, you would be worried. And it is IP67 rated for water submersibility. Now, if you've been using this flashlight for a while, what you might notice is that it starts to flash randomly. What that means is the battery is running out, so you need to charge it. Weltool doesn't specify exactly what percent the battery will be on when it does flash, but it does say you should charge it immediately. Just having a look here at the beam profile, guys. That's high there. It is just a crazy, crazy bright. I cannot look at it unless I am looking through the camera. And then there's low there, high, low. Absolutely magnificent. Let's shoot off for some night shots, guys, to see what this thing can do in the field. And we will be back with some final thoughts of the Weltool W4. All right, guys, the monster, otherwise known as the Weltool W4. Holy. I mean, this park's not even big enough. That hotspot is still tiny across the way of the park, across the entire field. That hotspot is tiny. Yeah, getting a bit bigger over there now. That's like a good 200 plus meters away. Wow. That is impressive. When you really look at it, I know the camera's not doing it well, but when you really look at where the hotspot is on that tree, you can just see anything in there. And it's not a blinding light either. It's a very, very usable light. That's on high, that's on low. Tiny hotspot. High. Look at the beam there. I honestly don't want to do that for too long in case planes are flying over, but that is cool. I think this is definitely got to be perfect for, you know, some form of hunting. I just think that the tight hotspot, you know, is perfect to pinpoint a target without disturbing anything around it. And the color of that beam, like a bluey color, is just so cool. If you guys are hearing that, by the way, I don't know what that sound is, but I think it's like a bat or something. It's kind of freaking me out. But that is awesome. The park's seriously not big enough at all to to give this justice, but hey guys, I work with what I got. The Weltool W4, incredible. Incredible. All right, back to the lab. All right, so this is a very, very impressive light. As you could see, it is not too heavy. I think we worked out that it was over 400 grams. It's not too heavy to hold in a tactical position, but if you're gonna hold it for a while, it's also nice to just hold it like that. Now, this area didn't heat up too much. I didn't even touch the head to find out because my hand's so far away from it. But it didn't heat up holding it like this at all, so that's fine. Now, this is obviously a light for a specific use. This is definitely not just a day-to-day light. I don't really have much use for a light like this, except that it's really cool. But this is more a hunter's best friend, or, you know, something like a spotlight, a searchlight, something like that. I mean, you could even bloody have this on a helicopter and look down if you're searching for a lost person in the woods or something like that. So very, very cool though, and an incredible technology. I'm definitely a fan of these big styled LEP lights. They are very, very cool. And, you know, if you're in the market for a larger LEP with just an incredible throw, do have a look at Weltool and do have a look at the W4. It is just an absolutely incredible light, reasonably priced too. At lightshop.com.au, you can get this for about 450 bucks. So that's Australian dollars, by the way. So that's not bad for something with this much technology in it, I can tell you now. Just give you a little size comparison there, guys. So we've got the Weltool W4 in the middle, then we have the AceBeam L19 on the right, and the Fenix HT30R on the left. So we have 2 LEPs and 1 LED, but there are some size comparisons for you there. Now, I will leave a link in the description about where to find this at lightshop.com.au. Just click on the link and it'll take you right to it. And I will leave some discount codes in the description as well. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for joining me again on another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. And until next time, guys, stay cool, stay safe, and I'll see you again. See ya.